Time for my Call of Duty Warzone full review in 5 minutes or else. I grew up with Call of Duty 2 as my go-to shooter for months. Fast forward to my mid-teens and I dove quite deep into Black Ops 2. Fast forward to present day, however, and I haven't had the urge to play anything Call of Duty in a long time. In the present, I am struggling to get behind a shooter product that is refreshed yearly with nothing carrying over between iterations beyond the most common of franchise similarities. This is why I find myself enjoying live service games more. They stick with the same game and continually iterate, improve, and expand it over time. I've been waiting for Call of Duty to follow suit with a live service product for some time now. So then Activision drops a new Battle Royale mode that is tied into the current release of Call of Duty. However, this mode seems to be a standalone product, is completely free to play for everyone, and is cross-platform across all consoles and PC. This makes me think that there is a possibility that this standalone mode will be iterated upon beyond the life cycle of Modern Warfare, as it doesn't make much sense to push out brand new Battle Royale game modes with every yearly Call of Duty release if they really want to compete with the likes of Fortnite. So what about the actual BR mode then? Well, in short, it's janky and buggy, but ultimately innovates in key areas of the game that helps to push the genre forward. Aside from having the standard mechanics of dropping from a plane to find guns and other loot, while staying away from poison gas that creates an ever-shrinking area of opportunity, the first notable aspect of Warzone is that it utilizes Modern Warfare's pretty fantastic engine and gameplay mechanics taken straight from the main game's multiplayer. The visuals are clearly next generation and run quite well in contrast to the eye candy flooding your screen. The gunplay, movement, and vehicle systems all feel top-notch within the FPS industry as well. What sets the rest of Warzone apart from the rest of the Battle Royale knockoffs are the systems built around earning cash mid-match and using said cash to give you access to kill streaks, ammo, armor, the ability to self-revive when downed, and even respawns for your dead teammates. This alone wouldn't quite be enough to set the game apart from other Battle Royale titles, so the devs created the Gulag, a sort of prison that you and others are taken to upon dying for the first time. While here, you are stripped of everything but a few rocks. From there, you'll be thrown into a small arena to duel another person who has died in a 1v1 battle to the death. You win and you get to respawn. You lose and you have to hope for a teammate to revive you. Of all the mechanics built around putting yourself back in the fight in the many BR games I've played, this is one of my favorites. The innovation doesn't exactly stop there either. For those who have made and leveled their loadouts in Modern Warfare's multiplayer, those custom high-level loadouts can be found during the match during periods where loadout boxes occasionally drop down onto the map. This is a neat system that rewards those that play more of either Modern Warfare or Warzone. There are also vehicles ranging from ATVs to straight-up helicopters to help you get around, though their combat potential remains to be seen, which is what I personally prefer. Another standout feature is that this Battle Royale has an occupational limit of 150 players, with the developers wanting to increase that as time goes on. The map is certainly large enough to hold all these players, though I wonder if the same could be said of the servers from time to time. The final piece of the BR puzzle is the various contracts littered across the map, ranging from locations you need to stand in to lock down, to player opponents you need to hunt down, to loot caches you need to hunt down as well. Each of these usually reward you with large amounts of cash on top of potentially legendary guns and equipment. Everything hasn't been smooth sailing, however. Servers have been really struggling since going free to play and cross-platform at the same time. And at the time of this writing, I'm still getting periods of lag, stuttering, and rubber banding during a variety of in-game moments. A lot of the time, this has resulted in my demise during Gulag duels and other key moments that would have resulted in a potential win had I not been screwed over. Other issues that plague Warzone as of late is this fairly annoying texture issue where you'll be in the airplane looking down where to drop and everything looks quite nice. Then you start to drop down and notice none of the close-range textures are loading in, resulting in you dropping into what looks like a textureless pancake mix loosely covering the buildings and ground around you. This isn't as common as the lag, but when it happens, it's fairly annoying. Frame rates are thankfully consistently high most of the time, even at higher visual settings, which helps to immerse you in a map that feels as good as it looks when it wants to work. All in all, some continued optimization would go a long way here. After putting nearly 10 hours into this mode, it's safe for me to give Modern Warfare's Warzone a 7.5 out of 10. In a game where living and dying is settled in less than 2 seconds of action, the jank, lag, and stutter keep Warzone from being a solid 9, because the gameplay and visuals are excellent, it's not pay to win, and the Gulag and cash systems help elevate the normally stale Battle Royale gameplay. I usually can't stand Battle Royale games, but Warzone has me coming back day after day. I even find myself thinking about cool moments while I'm at work or on the toilet, so in that regard I must be doing something right. So let me know what you would rate Warzone in the comments down below. If you like this review, consider dropping a like, subscribing, and ringing that bell before you go, and I will see you next time.